Polar Plunge.
It's not every day you sail into a volcano. We found ourselves entering the narrow passage of Neptune's Bellows, a channel on the southeast side of Deception Island. Deception Island is a caldera of an active volcano. Today we would be landing on
Pendulum Cove.
Pendulum Cove is the remains of an abandoned Chilean Antarctic base, which was destroyed by a volcanic eruption in 1967. Cue the landing.
We're in an active volcano, so it's pretty interesting to see the water get warm, but this is just too wild.
Okay, this volcano, really nice on the feet, okay?
The ash and cinder beach leads to the remains of the abandoned station. We would remember this place most for taking part in the infamous...
Hey Justin, what are we about to do?
We're about to do a polar plunge in the Antarctic.
Polar Plunge. That's not as bad. Alright.
Easy day.
Then back to the ship to warm up. Of course, the feat of the Polar Plunge isn't official until you received a certificate. The next day, we woke up to a moody start through the Lemaire Channel. Known for its steep mountains covered in glaciers, the narrow channel is less than a mile wide at its smallest point and less than 7 miles long. It's a place I've been dreaming of seeing in person. The clouds and overcast that day made it even more dramatic. This would also be the day we saw over 100 whales. The Lemaire Channel did not disappoint. After making our way through the Lemaire Channel, we visited the Verdansky Research Base, a year-round operated Ukrainian station where they primarily study the effects of global warming in Antarctica. Originally a British base, it was sold by the UK in 1996 for just £1. The cost of disassembling the base with good environmental practices would have been too costly. The station is staffed with 24 people in the summer and 12 in winter. When asked what happens when someone gets sick, they Google it. Upstairs is where we found the bar, where they serve vodka distilled on site for $3 a shot. Of course, we had to try it.
Super nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Oftentimes, Plan A turns to Plan B, but in this case, we were already on Plan H, as weather decides where you go. Plan H was Stonington Island, which is below the Antarctic Circle and technically is on the continent of Antarctica. Home to penguins, glaciers, and not just one abandoned station, but two.
New kind of penguins, new kind of red snow, which I believe is because of the penguin poop. So there's two bases on this island. There's a British base and an American base, both abandoned. And so we're gonna go check them out.
The first base was built and operated by the British in the 1940s and 50s, and again in 1960 until it was permanently closed in 1975. Relics are preserved, as well as the food they left behind.
So there's a huge glacier behind us, the terminus right there, up there. And if it calves, it could create a wave that's, well, basically comes up to where we're standing and takes us out into the Arctic Sea, Arctic Sea,
Yeah.
Arctic Ocean, Arctic Sea. Yeah. So we're gonna go down there. No.
second hut is a US base, where the first women to winter in Antarctica lived. After saying goodbye to the penguins, we headed back to the ship with one last surprise. We ended our day with more wildlife and a beautiful sunset. A perk of traveling in the shoulder season when the sun actually sets. Next up, the most beautiful day. Hiking in Antarctica, close encounter with a leopard seal, and giant ice shelf.
Is it Stony Brook?
No.
Stony Brook sounds like a nice place.
It sounds like something from Once, just.
So this sounds like that's Storybrooke.
I have to figure out where are we?
Here's another edition of Justin's famous. Where are we?